Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming to 10 of Cups Tarot. My name is Elsie. I'll be your reader. And I am doing a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for your sign, the sign of Virgo. First, what we will do is we will get one card for the overall reading, the overall energy for the reading. Then we'll get 5 cards for the near past, 5 cards for the current energies, and then we're going to build on that for 10 cards for the future. Sorry, getting a little tired. All right, so I have already prayed over the cards. I am just going to calibrate them now. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo from the 21st of February to the 29th of February, 2020. All right. We will cut. We mean spirit, I guess. I always talk about them as if there's multiple people here. All right, so let's do that one card for the overall energy of the read. Somebody needs to make a decision. So it's decision-making time. The Two of Swords is all about not really wanting to look at the thing that you need to look at in order to be able to make the decision that you need to make. You're avoiding. That's what you're doing. So let's see what the cards say for the 5 cards that we have for the past energy. All right. You're tired, Virgo. Your walls are up and you're exhausted, and I don't know what's going on here, but let's get down to the nitty-gritties here. Okay, so what I see here is that you were not getting what you needed in terms of reciprocity from your Emperor. The Emperor is in Aries, and yeah, I believe that your Aries was no longer giving you reciprocity. So something is going on in the relationship where there's no longer reciprocity with your Emperor. I think that you were trying to take charge of this relationship and trying to get that person to stay, but unfortunately, you can't make somebody stay. It really is a two-person thing, and you guys have to be on the same page in order to do that. So the reciprocity is not the best at this time, and so I think that's what that is what has drawn you to maybe seek some comfort in other places. So I do see that the Knight is here, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a water sign, so that's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Let me look at these again here. Maybe you do have reciprocity with the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is really good at reciprocity, but it's the love that's not there. That's what it is. It's the romance and deep love, like the deep feelings, I don't think are there anymore. So I think the reciprocity is okay, but I think that the deep feelings that used to be there are not there anymore. Only because I see that you're closing a chapter. So the chapter, I believe, is the relationship that you're in, whether that's marriage or other. But you're trying to keep your balance through this whole thing, and you're trying to keep it as best you can for all people involved. I don't think you guys are getting along very well at this point, and that's probably because you're exhausted. You haven't made any decisions, and you are currently sort of just out of steam, I think. Out of steam. There is no more romance or love here, and although the Emperor has been giving you reciprocity, I don't think it's been fun. So, yeah, it looks like you're looking to close a chapter and trying to stay in balance while you do it. That's really tough, Virgo. It is really tough. But we're going to look at the current energies here as well. Let's see what we've got. All right. We have an opportunity here. So an opportunity has come up that you've got your eye on. And you're trying to decide whether to pull your energy away or go with the opportunity. And at this point, I think you're a little bit undecided at this point. I do see that you're really up in your head, that you're thinking and overthinking. You feel stuck in your thoughts. You feel as though you're bound and you don't have anywhere to go. Not the truth, right? But in your mind, you're playing this scenario over and over and over again, trying to find a way to be able to be in this relationship with the Emperor. And I believe that you are married to the Emperor. These cards have come out one above the other with the Emperor, so it looks like it's a marriage. But I feel as though the Emperor or you is about to take a pentacle into someone else, only because I see one of you with heartbreak. So I think it's you, Virgo. I think it's you. I think that you are looking at taking a pentacle into someone else because this relationship has left you heartbroken. You've closed the chapter on that, or you are currently closing the chapter on that, on this marriage with the Emperor, and that there is some healing, heavy duty healing that needs to be done. I feel the heaviness in my chest for you, Virgo. So I think that there is some heavy duty changes that are coming in your life. And I think that, you know, they're breaking your heart. They're, you know, it's never fun when a relationship comes to an end, but sometimes it is what we need on our path, what we need to grow, that sometimes we just can't grow in the space that we're in. We try to bloom where we're planted, but sometimes we can't come to a consensus of what should be going on in the relationship, or in this case, in the marriage. Let's see what's going on in the future here. I have a feeling that you are choosing between two. You're choosing between two people. You're about to choose between either your spouse, Judgment, exactly, your spouse, or someone who's come from the past. Mercury retrograde is definitely playing a part in this. We're going to be feeling that until about the 1st or 2nd of March. Judgment is all about making decisions, making hard decisions, and also about resurrection. So resurrecting old relationships. So it could be that someone came back from the past and asked you for a partnership. But you're kind of closed off because you're just, you know, in the midst of trying to figure your footing through this separation that you may be going through here. And it's left you with a lot of opportunity and therefore left you with confusion. So it's keeping you up at night. You can't make decisions. You haven't yet made a decision. You're looking at perhaps choosing between two. And I feel it in my heart as though your heart is breaking. That you thought this one is going to be your person forever, and it's just not working out that way. 3 more cards for the future, please. Oh, there's one, it's face down. Take it. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I feel as though you are choosing between two, is what I'm trying to say. So I do see the love card is here. So there is love. So I have a feeling that you may be leaving this relationship to go to another relationship. So there is love here. I do show energies of 2 queens. And this one is the energy of either Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is your card. And this one is a water card. So it's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And I have a feeling that you are choosing between someone who is a water sign and someone who is an earth sign like you. Let me just see if you've come to a consensus here as to who you're going to choose. I feel like there's fighting, sort of arguments going on between like your higher brain, lower brain, that you're trying to make a decision about who you're going to keep in your life. I think you need to speak up. The King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords is very smart, super intelligent guy, and very book learned, very street smart. And you know, the energy of the King of Swords is about intelligently and eloquently speaking your mind, saying all the things that you need to say, speaking up and telling your partner what you need, telling your partner, this is not working for me and we're done here, or, you know, with an apology, perhaps we can keep moving forward. But I think at this point, we just see you as leaving. You're just waiting to leave. The overall is to pick between two. And I think that you do have two people to pick between. I think you're either going to be with a water sign or a earth sign. I believe that you're taking this pentacle into one of those people, and that it's been a hard road for you. You have been looking for a partnership, someone to love you, and someone to take you out of this, Nine of Swords energy. It looks to me as though you and the Emperor are done. And so you are up in your head a lot, and you're feeling very, very closed off because you haven't yet made your decision. Although I don't think your decision is going to be in the favor of the Emperor, in the favor of Aries. Just saying. That really is your reading. I'm sorry it was so quick, but it was really very, very straightforward. You need to make a decision as to who you are going to be with. Are you going to be with your Emperor? Are you going to be with your water sign? Or are you going to be with your earth sign? It looks like you need to pick between two. It looks like the Emperor's out. But you need to pick between two, it looks like. I've got my Spirit of the Animal Oracle cards, and I'm just dropping 3 here. It looks like we are going with 3. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. And the magic that they're talking about is trusting in spirit, trusting in the magic that, manifestation really does work. And trusting in the magic that you can do the things that you need for your life in order to be able to get through from here. You're strong. You're a Virgo. You are all about the details. You can run a business if you wanted to. You don't have to work for anybody. But if you're planning on doing that, I would say be playful. It's the sandpiper. And the sandpiper just takes everything sort of, takes a play attitude towards everything. And so it lightens up a heavy load. Sometimes when you can just learn to play, take a break from the serious parts of your life in order to be able to just relax and play. Play with your kids, play with your friends, your adult friends, just play. Set healthy boundaries. The armadillo spirit, setting healthy boundaries. The armadillo has that really hard shell, right? So keeping everybody out, but setting healthy boundaries is something that's really hard, and keeping your boundaries up is really tough. You really have to commit to the boundaries that you set, and you have to let people travel within those boundaries. When they step out of the boundaries, you need to let them know that they've stepped out of the boundary. I don't think that you're going to have a hard time with that, because I think that we have the King of Swords here helping you speak out. I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem making decisions in your life. If you can get that apology from that person who is the earth sign, perhaps that's going to be your pick. I think that is really all I have for you, Virgo. I hope that this resonated with you. If it didn't, please go to my About page. Down at the bottom, you'll see Sun, Moon, Rising. You can click there. You can find out your Moon and your Rising sign, and you can watch the readings for Moon and Rising. And if you need to know anything about this reading, it is down below. And so is my email address, elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca, in case you need a personal or private reading. And just email me. I'll let you know what I have available in terms of time and what package you want to pick. All right. Have a great Friday. And I hope that all things work out the way you want them to. Thank you.